Right, all aboard. Magical mystery tour of East Chiltington, Plumpton Green and South Chailey, not necessarily in that order. So we're coming out of the village hall, giving way to the driver on the left. Or not giving way. We're going to turn left and we're going to go and see the Ransom Gate first off in Rectory something, Gardens, Meadows. Lane. Past the trees that are dying thanks to careless tree surgery and root damage. And behold, ahead of us, the beginning of 425 acres of Eton College owned land and the famous Ransom Gate. Right. Pause for photographs and gasps. Back out of here. And back to the entrance, past the dying trees. Subject to a local campaign to save it, which has been endorsed by Her Majesty Queen Camilla. Very much doubt she'll endorse our campaign though. Very busy this afternoon, there must be something on. Giving way to traffic. Okay, we are now heading, where are we going? Kind of east along South Road. The Eton land is about to be on our right, just past that tree on turn left because we're going to look at, this is Honeypot Lane we're turning into. We've still got Eaton Land to our right here, and also now to our right here. And this is where I believe they're intending to discharge quite a lot of the traffic. So along this road here, which is wide enough for 2 cars, just about. Eaton Land to our right. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. And that's the boundary of the land, possibly. Okay, road narrows here a bit. 30 miles an hour, 30 mile an hour limit. Shepherd's Way on our right, so there's no Eaton Land to our right anymore, but the purpose of coming down here is to see where the traffic they intend to discharge onto the A275, or some of the traffic at least. This is South Chailey. Chailey School about to be on our right. Oversubscribed currently. We're now on Mill Lane. So Mill Lane is in South Chailey. Honeypot Lane is in East Chiltington. Shepherd's Way is in East Chiltington. It's about the first part of East Chiltington. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the end and turn briefly onto the A275. And essentially turn around and come back on ourselves, which we can do. So we'll turn around in the bus stop. Turn right out of here and then left back down Mill Lane. Okay, there we go. Left into Mill Lane. As we said, this is South Chailey, so the Eaton town would essentially link South Chailey and East Chiltington to Plumpton Green. One big sprawling metropolis. Hospital. And just to reiterate, the Eaton Land starts again on our left. Must be on this tree line here. Right, so now, well, you can't see it because it's behind the hedge. There's the Eaton Land is to our left. Get the driver to pull in at the gate. Just it's there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so we're back at the end of Honeypot Lane. We're going to go down Novington Lane or Novington. I say Novington, others say Novington. Nobody says potato. So now we've got Eaton Land to our left and also to our right. This is a narrow single lane, really, and as you can see, it's quite poor repair either side. But plans for that would be, who knows. There are one or although this is Eaton land either side of us, there are a number of dwellings that are not on Eaton land. So this one to our left just here, Clears Farm, and a house to our right, I'm not sure what that's called. They're enclosed by Eaton land, but they're not on Eaton land as such. Not at all. North Hall to our left, which you probably can't see. Little Clears to our right. And then North Barnes Lane to our right, which we'll approach from the other angle later on. So we're going to carry on down Novington Lane, Potato Lane. Still got Eaton land either side of us. To our left here is Highbridge Lane. There is Eaton land to the left of Highbridge Lane as we go. We've still got Eaton land either side of us here, left and right, obviously. Down as far as the railway bridge, which we will come to shortly. Just about to cross the Bevan Stream. Bevan Stream is underneath us now. You can see to our right, sorry, now. You can see the sign. Right, so we are now away from Eaton. They own two small pockets either side of the road here, but that's it for Eaton land. But this is the only way really to the south to exit the site as it stands. some say Opham, and no one says potato. Runs between Opham and Ditchling. It's a tricky junction because it's a bit blind and it's on a hill. So that could be the site of many accidents in years to come. And this again is a fairly narrow, windy road. There's not many opportunities for overtaking if that's your thing. We're coming into Plumpton now. We're not to be confused with Plumpton Green. Plumpton Green is usually known as Plumpton, but Plumpton itself is at the bottom end. So we're at the south end of Plumpton Green at the moment. You see the sign there, it does say Plumpton Green, proving that it's different to Plumpton. Okay, turning right onto Station Road. Half Moon pub ahead of us. Okay, right onto Station Road. We're making our way back towards Plumpton Green where we started. and see either side of North Barnes Lane. You can just make out some scaffolding there, which is the building work that's going on what was Nolan's farm, which we strongly suspect will be used as another access into the Eaton land. Just to let these people through. Disembarking, which probably takes a few minutes, but we're not going to wait for that. We're going to go back and pick up the others who went for the walk. See the boundary in the distance with the Eaton land.